Confidence is a big thing in football, viewers, and we don't have a lot of it at the moment. We are back a little bit earlier than promised then, viewers, because of this poor run of form that we currently find ourselves in, and a big game today against Portsmouth. Middlesbrough have climbed above us. Portsmouth are just above us in the league, so it is a huge, huge game. But since we last met against Swansea, 3 games have passed. We've drawn 2 and lost 1. First of all, after that Swansea game, we drew 2-2 with Stoke in a game where we were in the lead by 2-0 after just 33 minutes. They drew 2-2 in the end. They had 2 shots, 2 on target all game, and came away with a point. A very, very frustrating day on the road. Another frustrating day for us at home this time, where we were 1-0 down after 6 minutes. Then we went 2-1 up, and I'm thinking if we can hold on here, we'll be okay. 9 minutes after taking the lead, we drew it back to, it was drawn back to 2-2 by Huddersfield. And again, a really poor performance, which is starting to affect confidence. And I think this shows in the Sheffield Wednesday game. We were 1-0 up in 55 minutes, and just 2 minutes later, Charlie McCann picked the ball up from our own corner in the Sheffield Wednesday half. He ran the length of the pitch and scored. And then in the 79th minute, they picked out a winner, and we lost 2-1. So we're conceding, not scoring really. Confidence is low. We've tried a team talk, it's not really worked. I'm thinking now our team's starting to get used to the tactics. We've won 1 game since mid-October. Maybe need to have a look at changing his tactic just to try and freshen things up, and maybe look at how we approach play coming up to this Christmas period. Like I say, if it is a tactical change, teams won't be aware of it or won't be expecting it. So maybe that is how we get back onto winning ways. But because of this poor form then, we take on Portsmouth today, who are directly above us, just 3 goals separating us on the same points. As we can see, Middlesbrough are now 7 points clear of us. I'm already thinking automatic promotion might be gone at this point. And to be honest, we're struggling. We're looking at even maybe dropping out of the playoffs at this point. So we need a huge win today here against Portsmouth. Fingers crossed we can get it. The big news, though, is that Skoglund is back from an injury that he picked up in that Crystal Palace game. And I don't think that's any coincidence that we've been that poor since he's gone out, where we've not won. So hopefully his return today can bring some new life into his team and some goals and a much-needed win. Let's go have a look at the starting 11 for this away game at Portsmouth. Here we are then. The starting 11 is Walton in goal. A back four of Oda, Evans, Diasse and Fairlong. Hughes and Wynn in the centre, Velasco on the left, Solanke on the right, and Gibbs is in behind Skoglund, leading the line. We're looking for Wynn to start improving as well. He's not been performing all that well. As I said, fitness issues are starting to plague the squad a little bit, so in January we are going to have to pick up that depth. But I'm hoping that Skoglund can put the ball into the back of the net today, find his scoring form again when returning from injury, and hopefully we can see us through with a win here on the South Coast on a cold Tuesday evening in December. Kickoff is here then on the South Coast. As I said, we are looking at picking up the 3 points. That is the aim for today. We'll take a point if needed. We just need to avoid losing, because Portsmouth would climb above us further in this table. They would start to separate by points. Velasco into Skoglund. Oh, he's straight down the keeper's throat. It's been tipped onto the bar. I thought that was going to be a scoring return for Skoglund. After just 10 minutes, it's been turned away. The Velasco with the resulting corner. Oh, and Axel was there. And again, it's gone up for another corner. Can we make this one count? 2 corners in a row. Gibbs will take it on this side now. Evans. Oh, and the keeper's done well again. Positive signs, though, that we are testing the Portsmouth goalkeeper already. Evans is there this time. And Daniel Evans gets his first goal of the season after just 12 minutes. And we are 1-0 up away from home. And finally, some of that pressure that we've put on in this opening stages of this game. I mean, the keeper's in absolute no man's land. He's gone whoop like that, and we are 1-0 up, and that would see us climb above Portsmouth on by 3 points and go just 2 points behind Sheffield Wednesday, who beat us just a few days ago. But with the busy Christmas period coming up now, starting to get into the swing of the season, well, deeper into the season, we need to just start finding form again from the poor run that we've put on show lately. Fairlong, He's tried to go for it. He should have squared it up. Dinked a little ball across the 6-yard area. Unfortunately, he hasn't. And it remains 1-0 here. We've had 7 shots, 7 on target. That's good that we're getting a 100% shot on target ratio at the moment. Oda, what will he do? Puts the ball in for Scotland, and it's gone wide, and then that will be the fair shot that isn't on target. Portsmouth have had 3-2 on target. We've dominated possession as well. Picked up 2 bookings though. Velasco with a free kick in a dangerous area, flips the ball in, and it's headed away by Portsmouth. This is what happened in the Sheffield Wednesday game. Somebody ran through, McCann I think his name was, and he scored. But thankfully Petterfield hasn't, and Walton has held on to it. But again, we need to be just making sure that we are coming back in time and getting back into position to avoid conceding. However, we are 1-0 up at half-time, and that is the main thing for us here. We just need to impress into the boys to continue how we played there, because we've had a very, very positive 45 minutes, and the first one in a few games where we've looked a very, very good team. We're going to pump the fist, tell the boys there's room for improvement, and we will leave it at that. And I'm hoping that will be enough for them. We will demand a little bit more from the sideline as well as we go close early in the second half with a corner. Again, Evans just putting the ball over from a Gibbs corner. They're both getting over a 7, the only players to do so. Will Hughes looking very tired in the middle. Velasco on this right-hand side into Evans, and again he's headed over the bar. And I just thought that might have found its way in. But we are going to have to make a change here. I think there are some tired legs starting to show. And again, this is showing the weakness of the squad depth that we do have and why we need to add in January. We've got our eyes on a couple of players, and I'm hoping that deals can be done early on in the window where we're not panicking coming to the end of January. Fairlong picked up a booking into Hughes. What will he do? Finds Wynn. Gibbs. Scotland on his return. Ooh, tries to feed Solanke through. Put some pressure on. Unfortunately, Portsmouth clear it. Evans. Ooh, it's headed away, but Wynn's won it back. No, he hasn't. He's given it away. Lost it a little bit too easily there. Not been all that impressed with Wynn since we spent that money on him in the summer late on. Hopefully, though, he can start to come good. Gibbs chases it down and gets ahead of there of the Portsmouth player on this left-hand side. Puts a good ball into Scotland. It's a penalty, referee. Yes, it is. Jack Watmore has picked up a booking for the foul on Scotland. He will step up and take the resulting penalty, I think. No, it's Will Hughes. Straight down the bloody middle. Straight down the middle. Will Hughes. We could have doubled our lead. Can we get something from the corner? It's headed away. Will Hughes has missed the penalty. I thought Scotland was going to take it. He didn't. It would have been perfect for him to do it. I mean, there's no point in checking goal line technology. It was clearly in front of the line. The keeper was stood on the line. I don't know why they're checking goal line technology, but we will make that change now. Will Hughes, I cannot believe he's just going to miss that penalty. Poor performance from Solanke today with a 6.4. So we'll bring Sam Gallagher on that right-hand side. Hughes can come off for gold as well. We'll leave Scotland on. Although he's getting a 6.5, I still think he is a threat for us, and he's most likely to score out of anybody on this pitch. Now we have taken Solanke off Fairlong on this right-hand side. He could whip a ball in. It's come back to him after being defended well. Gold into switching the play to Older on this left-hand side. Can he whip a ball in? Now takes it to byline, loops a ball in, and Kelleher is there to collect it in the Portsmouth net with 20 minutes remaining. Launching it down. Oh my word, the defence is at 6 and 7, and they made us pay. Axel and Evans, no communication between the back line there. One hoofed ball straight down the middle of the pitch. Evans and Axel have got in each other's way. Evans has misread it. Axel's tried the challenge. He's messed it up, and Portsmouth have scored. Oh, dear, dear, dear. And this is what has been plaguing us throughout this run that we have been putting together. We cannot hold on to a lead. We have got butter fingers. Fairlong on this right-hand side now into goal. Back to Fairlong. Will he get the ball in? Can we turn it around? Scotland's there. Scotland with a goal on his return. Thankfully, he gets the ball into the back of the net with 15 minutes remaining, and again showing his value to this starting 11. We said he was a danger man, even though he's getting a 6.5. Lovely play down that right-hand side. Lovely ball in from Fairlong as well. And Scotland's done really well there. Just to nick in between the two centre-backs and bury it into the bottom corner. And Scotland has come good on his return. He is now getting a 7, jumping up, and we will go back up the table ahead of Portsmouth with 3 points separating us. This could be a huge win for us to get us back on winning ways. Gallagher's there, and he's hit the bar. Again, we've hit the woodwork. Gold now on this left-hand side. Plays it back to Evans, the man at fault for the goal, or one of the men at fault for the goal. Switching the play to Axel, the other man that was at fault for the goal. Why are they... I mean, they're so far apart. So far apart. 21 shots, 10 on target, 50% possession, and we have won 2-1, and that is a huge victory for us in the context of this season to just give us a 3-point margin between one of our close rivals in this league. We're outstretched the arms, tell the boys that was a good win. Our first win in 4 games, and that is exactly what the doctor orders, and that sees us now 5 points clear into those playoff places just before the halfway stage of the season. Fingers crossed. If we pick up another win, I mean, we're not a million miles away from automatics. I still don't think we'll get there this season. I think there are stronger teams than us. And if form becomes hit and miss again, it is a bit hard to call. But I think the return of Scotland has really had the desired impact today on the starting 11. With that in mind, then, viewers, what we'll do is we will come back for the Watford game. We'll go through the rest of December now. Get into January. Hopefully we made a sign by that point, but we're not going to guarantee anything. But Watford will be another good test for us. Fingers crossed, we can start putting some wins together. We've got 3 away games coming up, a home game against Oxford, and then an FA Cup tie against Gillingham, and then we focus our attentions on Watford, which is where we will return tomorrow. If you have enjoyed that episode, viewers, please don't forget to smash that like button for me, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again for more next time.